my dog!
Hello everyone! Welcome to my sculpting show, and it's called The Doggo Bake Show. Realistic! I will show you how I convert someone's pictures of their pets into a realistic sculpture. And take note, I will put more personality into it. Are you ready? Let's go! But before we start, we have to plan it first. Because if we don't plan it, we may not have a direction and may take us longer. Do you agree? Here are my basic supplies. Aluminum wire, flat nose pliers, and a wire cutter. Aluminum foil, wire mesh, Sculpey bacon bond, pearl beads, preferably silver or chrome, paper tape. Here's the exciting part, the tools. Bowls, 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 stylus, bowls, 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 stylus, wire brush. Small wire loop tool. Pick tool. Pick tool. Gum stimulator. No, I'm serious. This is actually a very good tool for you. You also need a wooden semi-curved modeling tool. I like to finish up my sculpture with my logo in there. Now this is the reason why I call this show the Doggo Bake Show, because we use polymer clay, and polymer clay has to be baked in the oven. No, not yet. Don't mix the red and white yet. But that's not all. I want to know what size, what style, and other things I'm going to incorporate with the sculpture. We're gonna interview the family member of this pet. I'd like to introduce to you an award-winning actor and a voice acting agent in the Donna Baldwin Talent Agency based in Denver, Jordan Leigh. Hi Jordan, how are you?
Hi Joanne, I'm doing okay, thank you.
You already know that we will show everyone how to recreate your beloved dog Mishi in a form of a sculpture.
I can't tell you how much it means to me that you are immortalizing Mishi with your incredible art.
Can you please share with us one or two things or a situation that reminds you a lot of Mishi?
You know, at this point, I've had Mishi for so long that she just feels like an appendage, just an extension of me. I've had her in countless dressing rooms, in the theater, and on set for film shoots and such, and just everybody knows her. You know, she's been around for a long time.
How old is Mishi?
She just turned 18, approximately. I never knew her actual birthday, but she was about a year when I got her. And that was in January of 2003, so she just turned 18.
Thank you for your time, Jordan. Now I know how I'm going to recreate your pet. I'm going to create the sculpture with an open mouth, showing the teeth with the tongue out, sitting position, and the theater mask will be incorporated on that piece. I want to find something that I could recycle or reuse for this piece. Let's go. All right. We are going to find some materials to create the theater mask. Now I want to find something thin, strong, and bendable. Plastic won't be bendable unless I melt it. I don't want that. Follow me. All right. Oh, before I forget. Oh, I need the long nose so that when I cut the metal, I will bend the edges so it won't cut me. I need this. What do you call this?
Pliers.
Any specific name?
No pliers.
Okay. And then a cutter. Big cutter. All right, move on. Let's find a metal sheet. No, this looks like a perfect material. Come closer. This is perfect. We need that thin. It's easy to bend. I will show you how. I'm gonna draw the mask on the sheet.
Oh, hi, Petrie.
One mask is the happy face and one mask is so sad. I'm gonna be careful while cutting this because it leaves some sharp edges and we don't want any bloody sculpture. Oh boy, I hope I don't ruin this flathead screwdriver. There it is. I'm just experimenting, but we'll see. So basically what I'm doing here is I'm creating holes on the mask. I'm so sorry, board. So now I'm gonna remove the excess part. Alright, so here's the theater mask. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to cover it with clay. The reason why I want it metal sheet is that so it will have stability. I want the mask to be very thin. Normally, I would use this. This might be slightly away from the body. So if that's the case, we wanna make sure it is stable even if it's a little far away from the sculpture so that it doesn't break. I'm going to bake this at 275 degrees Fahrenheit in 30 minutes in the toaster oven. We want to make sure nothing is touching the heating element. 275 degrees Fahrenheit. It should be on the bake and 30 minutes. While the theater masks are baking, we are gonna go ahead and create the pet sculpture. The next step for me to find out the size of the sculpture is that I'm gonna print out a skeleton of this dog breed. You can find a dog skeleton reference from a library or the internet as long as the dog breed is the same as your subject. One hand. It doesn't work. Two hands. It still doesn't work. Okay. Alright, finally. I'm gonna spread this with a brush and I'm gonna start covering it with clay. Wait! I forgot to make her sit! Okay, let's make her sit then. I need to see the general shape of this dog before I commit to putting the armature for the ears. Alright, let's fix it. Let's fix it. You know what to do. The dog's paws are hairy, so I'm going to extend the clay further. If it looks like the dog's legs are short, you can just extend and put more clay on the knees. Don't forget the back side of the dog, especially the neck. Make sure to pay attention on the bulge of the dog's forehead. And you can see that on the side view. For this dog, some of her body parts are hairy and some are not too hairy, so pay attention to that.
Pause! Question and answer portion. 2 questions. First, Joanne, why are you using plastic pearl beads? Good question. Makes your work quicker and faster. I really like to use beads with holes in them. It makes my job easier. This happens all the time. So here's an example. I can see the face of the dog shaping. It looks like it's already perfect. I'm happy with it. But when you look on the top view of this dog's head, the left eyeball needs to go a little forward so it looks the same as the other one. I can pop the eyeballs out from the socket using a pick tool. So I'm going to pop the left eyeball out and I'm gonna put more clay behind it and I'm going to return the eyeball in. So now the left eyeball is slightly forward now, and then now I can press a little bit so to make it even with the right eyeball. I will paint it and I will coat it with resin so it's perfectly fine. Second question, where are you originally from, Joanne? All right, I was born and raised in the Philippines. The big reason why I'm here in YouTube doing these shows for you is first, I want to teach you my skills. Second is I want to improve my English. I've struggled with communication barrier when I came over. For example, school, go there, go, drive, eat. So it was a struggle, but what you're seeing and what you're hearing from me is a lot improved. So that's it for today, and let's get back to sculpting. Play!
I covered the inner part of the mouth with black clay. This will make the painting easier later on.
There is a lot of information to learn this, so if you don't want to miss any of my tutorial, click the subscribe and that bell on the right side. Thank you! Alright, so here's Mishi, and I'm just gonna continue detailing her until I'm happy with the results. With this one, I'm gonna briefly show how to do fur. We're about to reach our time limit here, so I'm gonna make it quick.
When you sculpt a long and flowing fur, start creating bigger texture with big bowl stylus tool. Then work your way to fine details. Use a hog bristle brush and baby oil to smoothen the surface out. And with layering, simply put new clay on top of the sculpted fur. I use wire brush to create even finer texture on the sculpted fur, then lightly smoothen it with the hog bristle brush.
Alright, so we are done sculpting the piece, and our last step is to put these masks on the sculpture. This is what makes the sculpture very personalized for the pet owner. So that would be the last step before we transfer this piece on an oven-safe platform, and then we are going to bake it.
I will paint the sculpture with the Decoart acrylic paint. And here's the cured sculpture, baked and cooled off. Next is to coat the entire sculpture with sealer and let it dry before painting. When I paint my sculpture, I add tints and shades of different colors on the fur. When I paint the eyeballs, I start from light color to dark.
Honestly, Joanne, I can't thank you enough. This is such an incredible thing to have. And I'm sure for the rest of my life, every time I look at this, it'll be an amazing reminder of her. So thank you, thank you.
So that's it. I made someone happy today. Help me by sharing this video with your groups and communities. Maybe someone out there wants to learn this too. See you again next Friday for another dog.